Hello guys, today this is what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be recreating a Max chapter for the remake movie. It's gonna be released in a couple of weeks. This is Immortan Joe. So I'm gonna be using just cream colors, just colors to create this effect. We're not going to be using anything extra. So I'm gonna be applying in the upper part of my face a mix between a foundation and a white paint, just to create a very white face. And then with a black pencil, I'm going to be sketching wherever I'm going to be creating the dimensions and the different colors, areas, and all of that as normally I do. So, well, if you need any help to create these guides, you will have the direct link on my blog on the description below, so you can download any picture there and you will have a more detailed guide to do so. For the eyes, I'm going to be creating a black base with a cream color all over my palette and set it with a matte eyeshadow. And then I'm going to be doing the same on the bottom lash line, but with red, just a cream color, and then on top a red eyeshadow. And then a red pencil on the bottom borderline, and we're going to start creating or adding the color in big ways. Just separating the areas with the colors. So I'm going to be applying silver on the upper part, on the central of my face. I'm going to be applying this kind of brownish, orange, yellowish type of color, a darker gray for the inhalers, and gold also on the shoulders. Now I'm going to start with the teeth, and make sure you take out the design and you check again and then one more time to make sure you know what the teeth are looking like. And just make sure you elongated the upper part of the teeth, or the upper line of the teeth, a little farther down the half of the bottom lip, just to create a little longer upper teeth and shorter bottom teeth. Then we're gonna outline everything with black, and we're going to be creating some kind of different type of texture. I'm gonna be adding a little darker version of this yellowy on the borders. I'm gonna elongate this as the roots of the teeth. I'm gonna be adding a little more black in some areas and highlight in some other borders to create more dimension. Now we're gonna go farther in with the details. I'm gonna start with the black and outlining some of the areas just to create a little more dimensions and different outlining. So once again, this is a little hard to explain by words, but it's easier if you look at the video and also download the pictures to know the details, where I went with the details and where I add the shadows and all of that, just to make sure you keep adding some highlights in different shades, a little lighter shades that the color you're applying into the lights, and also a little darker for the shadows and so on. And I'm gonna also be using different type of shades of sides of the pencils or brushes to create a more details areas, and keep on. Then I'm gonna be adding a little more kind of a greenish type of yellowy on air tubes. And then with a small defined brush and black, I'm gonna be creating some lines randomly here and there on this tube to create the effect of the tubes. Make sure you create a little, or you follow them like the way of the tubes follow each other, like these round corners. You need to make sure you follow those to make a little more realistic type of folding of these tubes. And then we can add in a little bit of highlighting with a little lighter gray on the opposite side of these black lines. We're also going to be adding different type of details on the part that really connects, or that connects these ear tips to the face, and also gonna blend together a little bit the brownish shade I applied on the half bottom of my face to the silver or the upper part, and then I'm gonna be adding some random more blendish type of shadows and some more details here or there. Now we're gonna move to the body. I'm gonna start with the scarf, and we're gonna outline everything with black, and then I'm gonna be blending some of the areas and add a little shadow on the top of this scarf, and then with the yellow I'm gonna be adding the highlights and blending together just to create a little more dimension. The same mixture we apply in the upper part of the face, I'm gonna be adding on the rest of the neck. Also I'm gonna be adding the same gray on the rest of the respiration kind of controllers. They are next to the tubes we create. Gonna be adding also some shadows on the mask area, and we're gonna move to create some more details of these controllers of the respirations that we have on the body. And also we're gonna be adding more details in gold and different shades of gold on the shoulder pads. We're creating a kind of metallic mask, so we need to add these kind of dots that create the weld together, these metal parts, a dark dot and a white dot on top to create volume. And now we're gonna be finishing the body with adding the details on the shoulder pad, as I told you before. And we're gonna move also to the rest of the uniform. I'm gonna be applying a little light darker shade than the one that I applied, the color I applied on the scarf. I'm gonna be adding some shadows and some outlining, and also I'm gonna be adding some kind of metal patch in one of the sides. And that's it. Adding a little more highlights here and there, and we're done. I'm gonna brush my eyebrows with a yellowy aqua color, the same as my hair, and we're done. This is Immortan Joe from Max, the new remake that is released really soon. So I hope you'll enjoy this tutorial. I really appreciate if you give thumbs up to this video and share it on Facebook or to your friends, and also leave me a comment below to tell me which one the new tutorials, the new looks you want to really see on the channel next. Really appreciate it. Just leave me a comment below, and let me remind you that you can find all the products that I use in a list also on my blog and on the description below. The blog is also linked on the description below. And that's it. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. Be happy and see you next one. Bye!